Hi guys, so today we're going to read this book called Whose Lunch Is This? Remember that all living things need to eat food. And in this book, we're going to learn how different animals use their structures to help them get the food. Some animals eat other animals, and some animals eat plants. And we're going to learn how the animals use their structures to help them get what they need. And remember, a structure is something that is part of an object or living thing that does something. Okay, so let's start. What do you like to eat for lunch? Different people like to eat different things. Still, everybody needs to eat something. People need to eat so we can grow and survive. Animals also need to eat so they can grow and survive. Different kinds of animals eat different things. What do these animals eat? Scientists ask questions like this all the time. In this book, you will find out what some animals eat for lunch. So remember, your task today is to pick an animal, just one of the animals that we're going to read about, and you're going to write about how it uses its structure to get what it needs. A zebra can be a lion's lunch. Lions are predators. That means they eat other animals. Lions have sharp teeth and sharp claws. These body structures help lions catch animals to eat. Lions need to eat animals. That's the only way lions can survive. Whose lunch is this? Berries can be a bear's lunch. Bears are predators, but they also eat plants. Bears have long, sharp teeth and claws. These structures are good for eating animals. They are also good for eating plants. Bears need to eat lots of plants and animals to survive. So if you go back and you take a look, you can see that bears have long, sharp teeth and claws that help them for eating animals. Whose lunch is this? A clam can be a sea otter's lunch. Sea otters are predators. To survive, they need to eat other animals. Sea otters dive underwater. They look for clams and other animals to eat. When an otter finds a clam, the otter picks up a rock, too. Then the otter floats on its back. It hits the clam against the rock to break the clam's shell. When the shell breaks, the otter eats the clam. The clam becomes a sea otter's lunch. So a sea otter has a couple of things that it needs to do before it can eat that clam. Whose lunch is this? A cactus plant can be a javelina's lunch. Say it. Oh, javelina. Javelinas are animals that look like small furry pigs. They live in the desert and eat spiny cactus and other plants. Javelinas have long, curved teeth. These structures help javelinas tear pieces off cactus plants. Javelinas need to eat plants. That's the only way javelinas can survive. Whose lunch is this? A moth can be a hornbill's lunch. A hornbill is a bird with a big hooked beak. This structure is good for catching moths and other small animals. Just like bears, hornbills are predators that also eat plants. To survive, they eat moths and other small animals. They also eat fruits and other plant parts. So think of the structure that this hornbill has. How does its structure help it to get the food that it needs? How does it help to get the little animals and the plants that it needs to eat to survive? Whose lunch is this? A jelly can be a sea turtle's lunch. It's not the kind of jelly you eat on a sandwich. This kind of jelly is an animal that lives in the ocean. When green sea turtles are young, they eat jellies. They also eat seagrass and other plants. The front of the sea turtle's mouth is sharp and pointed like a beak. Remember, we kind of learned that a little bit from the last science lesson. When it has that beaky mouth, we learned about the beaky mouth. This structure helps the sea turtle catch and eat jellies. It is also good for nipping seagrass, that means little bites. Young green sea turtles eat lots of jellies and seagrass to survive. Like bears and hornbills, they are predators that also eat plants. Whose lunch is this? Grass can be a zebra's lunch. Lions eat zebras, but zebras need to eat too. Zebras have teeth that are good for nipping grass. They use these structures to eat grass and other plants. Zebras need to eat plants. That's the only way that zebras survive. So you have zebras, lions, bears, sea otters, javelinas, hornbills, and sea turtles. And people need to eat. So do all other animals. Animals need to eat for the same reasons you do. They need to eat so they can grow. They need to eat so they can survive. Everybody needs to eat. And remember, one of our nonfiction text features is a glossary. So a glossary is going to give you a quick definition of some of the words that are in the book or in that chapter. We have predator, scientist, structure, and survive. Okay, so again, you're going to go back. You're going to tell us just about one animal that uses its structure to get what it needs. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can talk about how it gets what it needs to get in order to survive. Okay. We are looking forward to what you guys write. See you guys soon. Bye.